because the season's coming to the end and crunch time's coming.
Oh, it's crunch time, all right. And you kind of alluded to this talking about Indy Homeschool. They've had some success in their past seasons. Greenwood Christian has as well. And looking at both of these two teams with first-year head coaches, how do you think each coach has fared so far getting to this point in the season?
It's very interesting. For the Wildcats, it was a legend. Jeremy was a legend, coached college basketball. Then he took this home group I think he was there almost 20 years to develop the program to make it establish what it is. For Coach Jackson, new kid, wet behind the ears, so to speak, and he's taken some lumps, but I really like the style of basketball, and I like the style of he's brought into this Greenwood Christian team because he's made the kids accountable. So you got to get your grades. You got to be a good student. You got to be good sportsmanship. And then if you play basketball and you play well the way I want you to play, you're going to play.
Yeah, grades always come first, and then it seems like secondary is what happens on the court. But then also a lot of these coaches, when they get these younger teams, they want to make sure these players are good men outside of the court, outside of school, and all that. So I'm sure that's something that Coach Jackson Williams is looking to work into this Cougar team as well.
The other thing, if you look at his roster, he's not senior laden. He's more sophomore, freshman, junior laden. Which is good because when you start building a program, you want that freshman who probably doesn't know your system. By the time he's a sophomore or junior, he knows the system, knows what to play. And when new kids come in, he's ready to play their style of basketball. And that's real important. I know when I started my program at Horizon for many years, I wanted kids to believe in our system and build our system. And, 3 years later, we won a couple state championships, which makes a big difference.
It sure does. As you get to see a look at Greenwood Christian take the floor, we want to remind everyone the pregame show is brought to you by Hoosier Basketball Magazine. We will take our first break here. When we come back, we'll touch more on both teams. Don't go anywhere here on IndianaSRN. Just a few moments away from the tip-off here at Greenwood Christian Academy. And, Keith, a kind of interesting aspect to look into this game. Both sides have a pair of siblings. The Wildcats, they have two in the Owen brothers and the Gorley brothers. And then you look over at Greenwood, and they've got the Reed brothers as well. So what can you expect to see from that group of players?
One of the things I noticed when I coached brothers, one of the things that they do all the time is they challenge each other. And then, at halftime they would say, hey, I got 15. You only got 9. And then the brother would go, well, that's okay. I'll get my 15. That helps a little bit. And it also, as we talked about it earlier, to build that community, you have two brothers, one's a freshman and one's a sophomore. They're going to be around a while, so they could be the good leadership. The one thing that I'm very impressed with Greenwood Christian basketball player, Max Boer. Max is due to have a good game. Max is 23, kid that has the ball right now. He's not afraid to mess it with the Giants, so he will be the key tonight with Greenwood Christian and how well they'll play. For the Wildcats, brothers, again, you go right back and forth. They're coachable, and it's a lot of fun to have your brother playing on you, your same team.
Definitely, and I want to give a quick shout-out to Max Boer, actually, because on our Saturday night game against Providence, Chris O'Ray, he was the player of the game, had 21 points, so maybe he's looking – I don't know if this has happened before, but back-to-back player of the game here on IndianaSRN, that might be some uncharted territory.
I don't think we've done that yet.
Yes.
I know we've had back-to-back team player of the game, but not individually. And I really like that reward that we're doing. We're looking for a sponsorship for that. Pardon the pun, but if you like to sponsor our player of the game, contact us here at IndianaSRN at coach@IndianaSRN. As someone just walks in through our camera view, kind of nice. This could be a pretty good crowd on hand, being a Tuesday night game.
We're hoping so. Hopefully they can beat that storm. It sounds like you've kind of bought into that hype that there's going to be 30-plus inches of snow, maybe 3 inches of ice around here. Me, not so much, being from up by Chicago. I've been led down that road too many times before.
Look, I got buddies in Wisconsin. We used to play the Wisconsin Saints and during every Christmas, and we would go up there, and there'd be 15, 16, 17 inches of snow, and it's like we're panicking. He goes, "Are you kidding me? This is a dusting." So, yeah. Who knows? A good view right there. Troy Ochin, been with the Wildcats now a couple years, has experience as a head coach. Really good for Paul to have mentors and mentees like that on the bench tonight.
Yeah, that is great to see it. We want to remind everyone it's the Indy Wildcats coming in at 12-7 on the year, and it's the host Greenwood Christian Academy at 10-9 on the year. We're getting ready to step away for the anthem here. Want to remind everyone that our pregame show was brought to you by Hoosier Basketball Magazine. Make sure to go out and get a copy of that. We are going to take our final break here on IndianaSRN. When we come back, the tip-off.
And gentlemen, remove your hats and join us in an opening prayer, followed by our national anthem.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
You want a career that creates experiences that are impossible to forget. By studying sports and events at IUPUI, you'll get hands-on experience in and out of the classroom. And with Indy as your classroom, there are high-profile events, sports franchises, hotels, museums, and large organizations across the city to engage, educate, and enlighten your student journey before you graduate. There isn't a better city than Indianapolis to get the experience you need to prepare you to handle any event, big or small. It all starts here.
This is the Frells family's land. When the sun comes out, the kids run and play right there. This used to be a shed. Now, it's where they get breakfast. This is more than just land. It's home. The Frells family runs with us on a John Deere 1 Series tractor. This land isn't the only thing that should live on for generations. Nothing runs like a Deere. Search John Deere 1 Series for more.
Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Welcome back here as we get the starting lineups for GCA, and it looks like the following.
Number 12, Ian Reed.
Number 12, Ian Reed.
A 5'10" freshman guard, number 21, Noah Reed.
And Noah Reed getting the start as well, the freshman brother.
Sophomore guard, number 23, Max Brewer.
Max Brewer also in the starting lineup, coming off that 20-point game against Providence Cristo Rey.
Number 32, Matt Tyke.
Senior Matt Tyke, look for him to have a big game down low.
Number 34, Blake Shoemaker.
Rounding up that lineup is number 34, Blake Shoemaker, the junior. Real quick, Keith, let's touch on your keys to the game.
keys of the game for the Wildcats. They have to rebound well. They want to control the ball tempo, and they got to knock down free throws. For Greenwood Christian, winning the last 2 games of the season here, they got to keep the pace. So they want to control their tempo the way they do it. Rebound and hit your open threes. If they hit their open threes, this could be a very long night for the Wildcats, because I have seen them hit 10 in one game. They are deadly.
And it sounds like they've got the crowd behind them as well, so a good crowd here at the Cougar Den as the tip is up and won by Homeschool. Their starting 5 looks as follow: number 13, Ian Gorley; number 20, Ty Seuss; number 23, Micah Beachy; number 24, Joel Owen; and number 33, Sam Wirtz.
It never fails. The student section is always somewhat full every single game that we go to the Greenwood Christian Den.
Baseline drive here on the far side. Good backdoor cut there, but strong defense, and a shot from outside leaves it short. Rebound by Tyke. Looks like we have an early foul.
Foul number 13 for the Wildcats, Ian Gurley.
And that's going to go against Gurley. That is number 13, Ian Gorley. Reed at top.
That's going to make it easy for you, right? Reed
Exactly,
to Reed.
Yep. Looking for a post touch, quickly back outside to Boer. Open shot from the corner. Too strong, but offensive rebound and a tie-up. We're going to have a jump ball. Ball is going to stay with the Cougars.
I love this gymnasium. It's a little so small and quaint, but it's so loud.
That noise really gets packed in there. So we see a quick backdoor cut off the glass, but another offensive rebound, this time by Shoemaker, pulling it out. Boer working one-on-one. Gets to the rim. Shot does not fall, but there is a foul. I believe that's going to be against Beachy. Sorry, that is actually number 20, Seuss, picking up his first. So 2 early fouls here for the Wildcats, and Boer's going to head to the line.
And early you see where Max is going to penetrate the ball and draw the foul to get to the free throw line, because he's somewhere like 80% from the free throw line this year. So Max is going to knock down those free throws if you foul him.
Yeah, we know he's a capable scorer, and as only a sophomore, you like that he's aggressive and he doesn't really settle for jump shots early on. He's going to take it to the rim and get those good looks.
And he really doesn't play like a sophomore. He plays almost like a junior senior. He's got a basketball IQ because his mom was a lot better basketball player than his dad. So we'll settle that right now, because Dad's going to text me when he sees this tonight.
Looks like we've got a 2-3 zone look here for the Cougars. Corner 3, up and good. That is Joel Owen knocking it down.
Set his feet, followed his shot.
That's the one thing you give up in a 2-3 zone. You're going to give up those looks from the three-point line. Some good pressure here from the Wildcats after that bucket. We're having some trouble getting it over to Shoemaker. That is a tough spot for him.
Oh, you left him out of the corner. You got to keep him in the corner there, son.
Yeah, Beachy took a few steps back. That's exactly. You want to bring another guy over there and trap that.
Yeah, you want to trap that. Exactly right.
Ian Reed down low. That was Tyke losing it, but Cougars maintain possession.
So far, they picked up every single 50-50 ball, which is a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing early on in the game. Boer, nothing but net. He's off to a good start.
5 already. All 5 points of them. Got to get a hand in your face. I tell you what, Max is the deal. Max is a good ball player, heady, and a great student as well.
And if he sees one go down, that's likely he's gonna hit a couple more.
Got the green light.
Far side is Gorley with it.
How about Coach Williams in a suit and tie tonight?
Dressing the part. Wildcats able to come up with the 50-50 ball. Corner 3. Wirtz rims out. Rebound by Shoemaker. Almost poked away there by Seuss, but Wildcats quickly up the other way, and Boer going back to work again.
Oh, nice look.
Gets it down low to Reed. Kick out short corner. Tyke up and in.
I like how they've gone to the inside. You know, maybe work inside to out this tonight than they have been.
All good shots so far. Haven't really had to force much as Beachy plows his way into the paint. This one's going the other way. Let's take a look at this replay.
This is what I like. This is Max Boer at the best. Set his feet, nothing but the net.
Yeah, and you could see Seuss there kind of got lost on the screen. Not some good communication, and if you leave a shooter like that a couple steps, he's going to knock that down 9 times out of 10.
And how about taking the offensive charge down to the other end?
Player can go both ways. Here's a 3, too strong from Ian Reed.
Maybe a little bit too quick.
That was the first quick shot we've seen by them as the Wildcats look to work here halfway through the first quarter.
And you know, Ben, you played this game as well. You feel like you've got it, and it just off a little bit, or you rushed your shot a little bit.
Yeah, that's a shot you can live with missing, knowing that he was open. There's just probably a better look they could have waited and settled for.
Yep. How about this defense here?
Yeah, and the crowd's giving them some good energy as well. I think that's helped out here early.
And they've gone away. Yeah, they've gone away from the zone and played man-to-man. Go back to man-to-man. How about this loose ball? Nice job.
Getting their hands in there, hitting the floor first. He'll usually come up with it. And another 3 from the corner. Off the mark. Ooh,
oh.
Tough spill there. It's Indy homeschool the other way. Good ball fake and take to the rim, and that is Joel Owen with all 5 points for the Wildcats.
How about Ian Reed falling down on his rump and coming right back strong? That's great defense.
You and I would have been down on the floor till next week.
I would be down for the count.
Strong take by Shoemaker, and he answers on the other side with a layup of his own.
He's got 4 on the night. I like the pace.
Seuss looking to work one-on-one. Gets it back over to Owen.
Watch the baseline.
Skip pass. Good ball movement here, and there's a 3 by Seuss. That looked good on the release, but left it short.
And the fans let him know that was an air ball. Oh. Got to go up, Max.
Brewer draws a couple defenders and gets the ball back. Just over 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Another 3 here by Shoemaker. Off back iron, tipped up. And the ball is deflected out of bounds, but I believe it should stay with GCA. Got a couple of subs coming into the game. It looks like number 45, that is Semler for the Wildcats. We've got a timeout, actually. 30-second timeout here for the Wildcats. I want to remind everyone that tonight's game is brought to you by Serenity Care Services. They are an Indiana licensed service agency. We are friendly, experienced team of caregivers. You have been seeking. Call Angela today at 317-900-6202. Serenity Care Services, serving Indianapolis and the 5 surrounding areas.
Saw Angela today in the hallway. She thanked IndianaSRN for putting her on, and she's getting some referrals already. She's getting some employees knocking on the door. So very good for her and her company. Please support all of our sponsors.
We can spread the word here. And after that first timeout, we're about 6 minutes into this one. What have you seen so far from both teams that you've liked?
Well, of the pace is Greenwood Christian's pace. That's not good. We haven't seen any free throws, but the rebounding. Greenwood Christian, the Wildcats are not getting the offensive rebounds or the defensive rebounds. In fact, Greenwood Christian's out rebounding them 2-1 right now.
I think Coach Settler there kind of called that timeout to tell his guys they need to take this up a step.
Yeah, you play 6 minutes and see where you are on your game notes, and you lay it out just like I just did. They say, fellas, we're not making our marks here.
Here's a quick drive to the bucket. Off the glass and in is Noah Reed for his first 2 points.
And as early as it is, this is an important trip down for the Wildcats.
You see Tallman into the game for GCA as well as Sloan. We've got a foul, and Sloan actually got the start against Providence, Christo Ray. Seen him come off the bench here, and he picks up that first foul. And that is the first team foul, I believe, against GCA in this one. So we've got a box set underneath the basket here for the Wildcats.
That ball was loose.
So they get it into number 13. That is Ian Gorley. The ball back to Seuss. He's one of their leading scorers at 12.5 a game. Gets it over to Owen, who's had the hot start for the Wildcats, and this is too strong. Quickly in transition, we've mentioned that tempo here for GCA. They're wasting no time getting the ball down the court.
Boer just moving the pace the way he wants to be.
Foul number 24, Joel Owen, his first, team 4.
And that is Owen's first. Got a 4-cross set here from under the basket. Ooh, good cut and smooth jumper there by Sloan.
That he went one side to the other. No one picked him up. No one called for help. Biggest lead that Greenwood has had tonight at 13-5.
Nice backdoor
Nice
cut.
backdoor, yes.
And they find Gorley for his first 2 points. So we saw a backdoor cut get Sloan open there, and then we saw the Wildcats use some of their own medicine with the backdoor cut.
Your head's got to be on a swivel tonight, Ben.
Always got to see both. Might have a travel, or is there a foul? No, they're going to say he walked with it. So let's take another look at this one.
What I like is he cuts out, and then he's right there. No one yelling help.
Nope, that's the one thing. Did a great job as a cut setting up. Takes that step like he's going to use the screen, and then you got to have that backdoor help there. There was no one there protecting under the rim.
And that's Jordan Tallman's job because he's the one that got beat on that wing. You got to go help, help, help. He's gone. He's released. Something. Get their attention.
Under 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. GCA leading by 6. Beachy over to Seuss. He's got the hot hand.
Give him the ball.
He's missed the first few, but we mentioned he's one of their leading scorers. If you give him space, he's going to knock it down.
And they just cut it within 3 with 7 seconds to play.
Likely the final shot of the quarter. Strong take there by Shoemaker. And that's going to do it here, first quarter. Under wraps here on IndianaSRN. When we come back, second quarter and more. Don't go anywhere.
Needing to hire someone to take care of your loved one when you're away? Maybe your family member just needs someone to talk to when you're not around. Why not contact Indiana licensed Serenity Care Services? Call Angela, owner of Serenity Care Services, at 317-900-6202. Our team of trained and experienced personal care providers are licensed to serve seniors requiring companion care and light housekeeping services in Indianapolis and its 5 surrounding counties. Call us today at 317-900-6202. Now hiring qualified applicants.
End of first quarter action here. Greenwood Christian leading by 5, Coach. And that was a back and forth first quarter. It seemed like it took a little while for the Wildcats to kind of get in sync.
Yeah, maybe sometimes, you come in the game and, it's a 62-degree day in February the 1st, and tomorrow you wake up and it's going to be 24 and you're going to have all the snow. So, it's a slow start. What I really do like is, though, Boer's playing very, very well, and Tinky has played very well. Both of them have 6. Boer has 5, and Tinky has 6.
As they get the ball into Beachy to start second quarter here on IndianaSRN.
Very quick pace game.
Sure has been. Not too many stoppages as well. Pass is deflected.
Oh, you got to look up the floor, son.
Shoemaker comes up with it. And Ian Reed looking to set things up here for the Cougars. Shoemaker with too much space, but leaves it short. Falls into the hands of Tallman, and he puts it back up and in.
That's like, oops, look what I found.
Yeah, that's a late gift right there.
Yeah. He'll write a thank you note later, I'm sure.
Beachy swings it to Seuss. We saw him hit a 3 in that first quarter. Skips it out to Wirtz. Wirtz gets to the paint, sent away.
Recycle.
By Satter. Nice pass in transition. Sloan back to Satter. Shoemaker short corner to Sloan. As he turns and face pull-up jumper, good defense there by Seuss, and he grabs the board.
You know what Seuss did is put his hand in the face of the shooter.
Now, always makes it tough to hit a shot when you're doing that. As we've got Luke Owen into the game for the Wildcats. Three-point shot rattles out there for Wirtz.
Might have an ankle down there.
We have a player down for GCA. Take another look at this one. Seuss from the corner. He's a shooter. Got to get that hand up.
Yes, sir.
Back in the game for the Cougars, number 23, Max Brewer, and number 32, Matt.
He looked like he walked on his own power, limping a little bit. Trainer's putting him in the locker room.
And I believe that was Satter heading out of the game. Brewer back into the game as well as Tyke. As it's the Cougars with the ball and a 7-point lead. Shoemaker with 4 points in that first quarter.
Brewers comes from the...
Brewer running out of room to work with there. Wirtz doing a good job using that baseline as an extra defender.
Yeah, I think Brewer's thinking that he got some contact there, but you got to be a little bit stronger with the basketball and know where you are on the floor.
Looks like we might have some full court pressure here from GCA. And nope, they're going to back it off.
The mystery press.
Seuss bringing the ball up the court. Man-to-man defense here for the Cougars. Seuss, a junior. Gets it over to Beachy. This one rattles out, and quickly pushing it up the court is Noah Reed. Swings it to Brewer. One dribble shot. Leaves it short, but there's Shoemaker for another offensive board.
That ball might have got deflected, Ben.
And Reed drills it.
You got to get to the open man.
And that's 3 to 4 times now in this game where they've gotten an offensive rebound and gotten a bucket because of it. Wirtz trying to go to work under there. Seuss with the shot fake.
Nice defense there.
Some good ball movement so far by the Wildcats, and that leads to a corner three. Luke Owen, the sophomore, knocks it down.
And he might have got fouled after the play, but he passed on the foul. Up by 7. Man, there's a nice crowd on hand here tonight.
They've been loud from the tip. Noah Reed, skip pass out to Brewer. He puts it on the floor. Great defense there as it causes a tie-up, and it was deflected out of bounds by Joel Owen.
Reed with the open 3. Tell you, Brewer still, as a sophomore, still needs to get some muscles on his bones. That will not happen in a year or two.
Saw that textbook drive and kick there to get Luke Owen his first points of the night. Inbounds into Tyke. Noah Reed trying to go to work. Using a little bit of that arm bar. He's going to get called for it.
Foul number 21, Noah Reed for the Cougars. That's his first, team second.
So it's going to turn over the ball to the Wildcats.
How about the pink kicks?
You got the pink, and then you got the highlighter yellow.
Gotta love it.
Getting some brightness out there on the court. That's Beachy trying to drive baseline. Nowhere to go as he runs out of room trying to get that pass over to Ian Gorley.
We had green uniforms one year with our black away uniforms. It was the hideous thing we ever did in our life. The next year we went all white, high tops.
You still have nightmares about it?
No, but my wife sure will remind me of my color coordination. Me being colorblind didn't really help.
Definitely not. We've got a foul there on the catch. I believe that is going to be against Wirtz.
His first, team's 5th.
5 fouls now for the Wildcats. That's something to look for heading in to the closing minutes of this first half. About halfway through this second quarter. Good set there to get some space for Reed. Ball is tipped away and stolen by Wirtz. Joel Owen had a nice first quarter. That skip pass stolen by Shoemaker. He's had a couple steals early on in this one. That one might be going the other way. Yes, sir.
See, Shoemaker had a player running the floor with him. You got to give that ball up You don't have to take that. Get the assist.
Yeah, that was a tough take. I mean, if he would have just went straight up, he probably would have gotten the foul call, but you saw him kind of lower his shoulder and charge up for that one before heading into the paint.
That's how you are in the playground.
Oh, yeah.
You're rough on the playground.
Exactly. You got to call your own fouls, so I'll take it how I can get it.
And I always call a charge, and you tell me I'm a sissy.
Yeah, if you're calling offensive fouls in a pickup game, we got some issues.
All right.
Another turnover here, so this is going to head back GCA's way. Some good defensive intensity here on both sides in this first half.
Yeah, scoring slowed down a little bit. Greenwood Christian has only scored 5 points in this second quarter. The Wildcats only scoring 3.
Good look down low to Tyke as he picks up a foul.
Foul number 11 for the Wildcats.
It's going to go against Luke Owen, his first. One more foul, and GCA will be in the bonus. Looks like Seuss is back into the game after a quick breather. Boer off the inbound, sets back things up to the Reed brothers. Reed able to get around the corner, but kicks it back out to Boer, and he's going to get it right back. Corner 3, too strong. Sloan tried to tip it to a fellow Cougar, but it's Beachy coming up with it. Yeah, this game really has kind of slowed down here these last 2 or 3 minutes. Ooh, good fake and take by Seuss. And we're going to have a timeout here by GCA. 30-second timeout. I'd like to remind everyone to subscribe to the IHSA's newsletter, The Advocate, at IHSAFoundation.org. Thanks to the IHSA Foundation for what they're doing for our student athletes. Also remind everyone that tonight's game is brought to you by Family Source Insurance. They have you covered, auto, home, life, or business. Call Pat Cherry to get a quote today, 317-884-8046. Look to Family Source Insurance for all your needs. Email us at www.familysourceinsurance.com. And I believe they're our sponsor of the postgame show as well, so you can stick around. You'll find out our player of the game. We mentioned Boer has a chance to become a back-to-back player of the game here on Indiana SRN. We said that might be uncharted territories.
Yeah, Family Source Insurance, good folks.
So 7-point lead here for the home team. 3:03 left to go in the second quarter. That last timeout called by GCA. We'll see what they drew up here during the timeout. Hand off to Sloan.
Oh, they're open on the layup there.
He's giving up a couple inches to Wirtz, though. Maybe he was worried about that. Sloan going to get it right back and takes it to the rim.
There
Good
you
dish
go.
off to Tyke at the front of the rim.
How about Tyke? Tyke's got 8.
Yeah, that was a strong move off the roll. You saw him just get in there and work his position in front of the rim, and he was rewarded. Wildcats looking to reel this one back in a little bit before the halftime. Beachy over to Seuss. We've seen him hit one from there before. Off the mark and rebound by Tyke. Pushing it is Ian Reed. Hand off to Sloan.
Oh,
we're going to have a push off there too.
I disagree with that foul. He's moving his feet. He's going away from the basket. That's tough.
So that's his second foul.
And you know I love officials.
Of course, yeah.
Got to play with him.
Sloan's going to take a breather. Tallman back into the game. Tallman with 2 points earlier in this quarter.
We just want to thank the Wildcats, whoever designed their uniform. Thank you for putting white numbers on their uniforms instead of red.
Oh, that would make it tough. Yeah, it makes it a lot easier for us here to see everything clearly. Seuss over to Wirtz. Tipped away, and GCA comes up with it in transition. Boer loses it, but regains possession. He's going to pull this one back out. Under 2 to go. Looking for the reverse. Met by a couple Wildcats, and he's fouled.
Max will do that the whole entire night. He'll fall down on the floor. He'll shoot the free throws.
That's That's going to go against Joel Owen, his second. GCA in the bonus the rest of the way. Boer's going to have a chance at 2 here. Knocks it down. He also hit 2 free throws in the first quarter. And that one makes it number 7 on the night for him, leading all scorers. Seuss working against the defense, gets into the paint, off the glass, and good.
Banks are open late tonight down in Greenwood.
Strong move by Seuss to not let the defense get set up. Double screen here for the Wildcats. Boer shot fake, 1 dribble, too strong. And it's Owen the rebound. Beachy far side, gets to the paint. Pass off the mark as Seuss tries to get to the rim, but he is fouled.
You got that on Noah Reed.
And it is indeed on Reed. So his second. Good sign here. Ian Reed back into the lineup, and as well as Satter, who we saw kind of roll his ankle early on, so no issues there for him. As he is beat to the basket, but Wirtz too strong from the left side. Just over a minute to play here in the first half. As Reed gets it right back. Gets into the paint. Shoemaker's been able to hit those, and this one rattles in.
That is home court advantage, knowing the rims.
Always helps here, and they've been able to knock down a handful of threes in this first half. Beachy looking to drive to the paint, spin move, kicks out to Wirtz, open 3, and rattles out. He's missed 2 of those close ones like that.
Now, do you go for one shot here, or do you keep on running your offense?
I would say hold it here for 30. Try and get this lead over double digits. And I'm not sure what the whistle was.
Timeout.
Timeout here by GCA. So they gave the timeout to home school. I thought you can't call a timeout there on defense.
No, he corrected it. He pointed at Greenwood.
Okay, yeah, because I saw the action over there. I thought that's where it came from initially, so that's a GCA timeout. What do you think they're talking over here? Is this kind of they're setting up that final set here to get that last shot?
Yeah, do that set, run the set. I would think you want to go inside first, but, you got 4 or 5 guys that can knock, all of them can knock down a 3 as well.
Yeah, that's got to be nice for Coach Williams. He's got a couple guys that he could throw out there, and they could even be decoys. So 24.7 left here in the first half. Have a little bit of a stack here for the inbound.
Shoemaker would be the guy that I would probably want to give the ball to.
We'll see what they do here with 20 to go in the first half. Reed over to Boer. Getting it to Shoemaker in the corner. That's exactly what they did, but he leaves it short. Satter goes over the back.
That's a pretty easy call.
Foul number 30, Parker Satry. That's his first, team 6.
So Satry picks up the foul. Talman and Sloan coming in. I guess they're going some defensive-minded lineup here. As the Wildcats will have 10 seconds to go the length of the court. It's Owen with the ball. Wirtz off the screen, ball fake, step back, 3, short. And we're going to head to halftime here as Greenwood builds their lead in that second quarter, now up 10, 27-17. Keith, what were they able to do well to kind of build on that lead from the first quarter?
First of all, they went inside a little bit. They got some points inside. They got Tinky involved in the game. Boer knocked down some free throws as well. But I think the flow of the whole entire offense was a lot better in the second quarter than they were in the first. For the Wildcats, they have not been able to control the tempo. Somehow they have to come back, regroup. This, 10 points is nothing in a high school game, as we know. A couple of 3-pointers and you're right back in it. So, we'll see how both teams play as well. If you're Greenwood, you feel pretty comfortable, though, with this lead going into halftime.
Yeah, solid start for them. Looks like we've got a fun halftime event. I see a lot of 2-liters out there, so I'm guessing if you hit a shot, you get a 2-liter. That's a pretty good deal.
If you want to go down there real quick and give it a shot, I think the little girls might get you beat.
Yeah, I'll have to let them go first, of course. But, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I need to wet my whistle, so I'm going to head down there. We're going to take a break here on Indiana SRN, and when we come back, we'll have stats and the second half and more, so don't go anywhere. Once again, you're watching Indiana SRN.
Today, greed, selfish interest, and barefaced corruption seem all the fashion. America needs great men of tolerance who can give honest debate to the great issues of the day. I'm seeing mostly squabbling, men squandering their time, being wolves to one another. Yet, I'm not without hope. We still have Freemasonry. Yes, the same Freemasons that helped create this country have always provided great men when needed. And today, in every city and town in America, Freemasonry is still providing that special place where young men can find their greatness and accomplished men can give something back. Yes, in this time of great hope, it is my hope that America will see that Freemasonry is a national treasure that cannot be separated from our country's future.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year. Come on, get your head out of your sacks. Shh, we're trying to hear. Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite. Woo!
I get her! Not solo!
You saying I did?
Yeah!
Come on!
Traders Point Christian School is ready to launch a really exciting educational model in our high school that'll affect the school all the way down to our preschool. So we're going to initiate a program called Schools Within a School. Traders Point Christian Schools as a whole offers traditional academic courses to all of our students. Courses like science, English, math, and history. But our Schools Within Schools is going to offer a really unique opportunity to students who want to broaden their perspective, broaden their opportunities in high school. We're going to give students the opportunity to focus their education on things that they're passionate about, things that really motivate them, things that they think they might want to do as a career beyond high school. There's 4 different tracks. One track is the School of Applied Sciences, and that might be for the student who plans to go straight from high school to a career. And then there's the School of Fine Arts. That's that right-brained creative person. And then there's the School of Leadership, the student who wants to be an entrepreneur, a business leader. And then the School of Biomedical Sciences, that student who wants to go on to some field of medical practitioner. So they might want to be a nurse, a doctor, a dentist, or a variety of fields within biomedical sciences. So in my 30 years of Christian education, I've not seen an opportunity like this. It doesn't exist anywhere else in Indianapolis. So give your students this opportunity. Check us out. The time is now.
Well, students at Traders Point Christian Schools are taking a new robotics course thanks to Axia Technology Partners. It's actually part of a new multi-year student STEM program that integrates into Traders Point's Schools Within a School model.
Well, preschool through high school, 18 months to 18 years. Yeah. We've been around for 40 plus years as a preschool, early childhood center and developed over time. This is our 10th, 11th year as a high school. And we have just moved into our only high school building we've ever had 3 years ago. Yep. Part of that is launching 4 schools within a school. The School of Biomedicine, the School of Leadership, the School of Fine Arts, and the School of Applied Sciences, which is where this partnership comes into play. The School of Applied Sciences is our way of providing our students with project-based learning, real life examples of things that they can do in the workforce to prepare themselves for the next step.
Yep. Roger, from Axia Technology Partners standpoint, talk about how this partnership really came together.
Yeah, it really came together at the Indy 500 last year. We invited Ryan and a couple of his colleagues out for the race, and we got talking about what they were doing with the school. So Ryan was telling us what he was doing, and I was really interested in it because, my entire career I've focused on helping kids and, helping people achieve the dreams that they want, through their career. And I thought this was a good way for us to get involved and help kids, be able to go down a technology path and not have to leave Indianapolis. We're really focused on training our employees and giving them the skills they need to be successful. So we want to do the same thing with these kids. We want to bring them in, give them a path. They can either take a Microsoft Cloud certification path or a Cisco engineering certification path. And, that year that they're with us, they will get certified in that path, and they'll have job-ready skills from that. They could go to work immediately.
Yeah. So Ryan, this is, and we look at from the student perspective, these are really hands-on experiences. I know internships are part of this as well. So whether they want to go on to college, go straight into the workforce, or some combination, these students will have that ability.
I think what's attractive to us is that this is a rare opportunity for them. Oftentimes in schools, they're aligned with universities and higher education, which is great, and we are too. But the opportunity to work with someone in the workforce in our community that's doing innovative things. And then, to align our missions as well, to where we can focus on soft skills like character development and communication and creative thinking, problem solving. So it's just a win-win for us, and we jumped at the chance.
The thing that I love about Traders Point is that they make learning fun, and my kids love going to school here.
Children know that they're loved and that they're safe, and that this is a good, healthy place for them to be, and they can learn in a safe environment.
Everybody cares about your feelings and how you want to be treated, and God is always with you no matter what is happening in your life.
We got our kids started at age 2, and they've been there all the way through. Our oldest is now 20, so we've seen it through every step of the way and loved it.
Our lower school program here at Traders Point Christian Schools really has 4 distinctives. The Christian worldview, we have STEM as an initiative, and we also have outdoor and environmental education. Perhaps most importantly at Traders Point, your children are part of a family. Not only are they excited and engaged about their learning, but every day they are loved, they are taught well, they are nurtured in Christ, and I can't think of a better gift that a parent could give a child.
We love that our kids will have that environment here and that it's safe and loving, and the teachers are welcoming them with open arms and a smile on their face.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Back here at the half here at Greenwood Christian Academy, and it's the home team leading by 10, 27-17, and leading the way for the home team Cougars. It's 2 players with 7 points apiece. That was Shoemaker as well as Boer. Tyke added in 4 for them as well. And on the other side for the Wildcats, their leading scorer was Seuss with 7 points, followed by Joel Owen with 5. Keith, entertaining first half there. Can you see either team kind of switching things up here in the second half, or is it going to be more of the same?
I think you'll see a lot more pressure. Wildcats will put a lot more pressure on the guards for the Greenwood Christian. Greenwood Christian just need to continue to have play the first half like they played the second half just like the first half. They control the tempo. That's what they need to do to be successful.
As we see both teams take the floor here for second half action, we want to remind everyone that this broadcast is copyrighted by IndianaSRN and the Indiana High School Athletic Association. For the private use of our audience, the use of pictures, videos, and audio without express written permission of the IHSA is prohibited. GCA to start with the ball here.
You have that memorized?
Almost.
Okay.
I hear it at least 3-4 times a week, so it's getting burned in the back
like
of my
5
brain.
or 6 times a week.
Yep. Reed to Reed. Looking to dish it down to Tyke. Almost knocked away, but they regain possession. That's Noah Reed with the shot. Strong rebound there by Wirtz.
Bodies on the floor.
Owen into the paint. Draws the foul. First foul of the half going against GCA, and that's going to go on Shoemaker. Now his second foul. Out of bounds underneath the basket here. Struggling to get it in a little bit as they throw it over the top to Gorley. Owen had a quick 5 points in the first quarter. Since then, silence. Beachy coming around the double screen. Some good active hands here by the Cougars, and it looks like they're going to force a jump ball. It is going to stay with the Wildcats.
Possession to the Wildcats.
Just the dribble will get you in trouble on the top of the key.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to take it right at that defense. You don't know who's going to be able to reach in there. We saw that time 2 or 3 players getting their hand in on that ball. Great job by the refs here taking control of this and getting that floor mopped up.
Yeah, they do a nice job there. I wonder if he does windows because my wife would love to have him come and do windows.
Speaking of IHSA's officials, if you want to get involved to become an IHSA official, contact Sandra Walter at IHSAA.org/officials today. That inbounds pass, it's knocked out of bounds, so it's going to go over to the Cougars.
That was pressure by Reed to cause that to happen.
We expected to see the Wildcats ramp up the pressure here, but so far it's been GCA.
Yes.
Hand off to Shoemaker.
Oh, backdoor. Catch the ball. Might been a little bit behind him.
Yeah, lack of communication there between Boer and Shoemaker. Both of them had a good first half, looking to pick up right where they left off. Seuss over to the corner to Gorley. Back to Seuss. Strong drive and take, too strong off the back iron. Shoemaker fights for that rebound and comes up with it.
Surprised they didn't call a foul there.
I'm a little surprised too. They get it down to Tyke. Good skip pass, top of the key. That is money for Reed.
Noah's 5th point of the night.
And if I'm Coach Williams, I love that look. You get a post touch and then an open 3. The Wildcats come back down with a throw in to Beachy as he draws the foul.
That's a nice look right there.
34, Blake Shoemaker, his 3rd, team 2nd.
So now Shoemaker picking up 2 fouls here in this third quarter early on, less than 2 minutes in. And Beachy's going to head to the line for the first time tonight.
And his first point of the night. Micah.
Back in the game for the Cougars, number 3, Aiden.
Micah, young man that can grow a beard, which I'm kind of jealous of.
Yeah, he's got a good head of hair on him as well. He averages 7 points per game, the senior. And Keith, you'll love this. 85% free throw shooting.
Gotta love it. It's the hair.
So he knocks down his first 2 points of the game. Another 3 here, and they knock it down. GCA off to a hot start. Pushes this lead now to 14, was at 10 entering the third quarter.
Boover has 10 on the night.
Some good defense here by GCA. Gorley thought about the shot and pulls it back out. Wirtz over to Beachy. Baseline drive, kicks back to Wirtz.
Greenwood does a nice job of collapsing in the middle.
They're also doing a great job at closing out, not running at shooters so they can drive right by them. They've been able to keep ball handlers in check. As they swing this one around the key, Reed going to pull this one back out, going to go down to Tyke with some good position, and it rattles home.
You heard him say, get in there. The ball listened to him.
Yeah, willed its way into the rim. And there's a quick answer the other way by Owen.
Has 7. Knock that down, son.
They're going to pull it back out. Reed makes the defender fall. Thought about the shot, but instead passes it down low. And Reed is swarmed over the corner to Sloan. Off back iron, rebound by Seuss.
The defender used the baseline as another defender.
We're going to have a foul there against Noah Reed, and I believe this will be his third. So we see him pick up 3, and also Shoemaker pick up 3 for some foul trouble here in this second half.
Yeah, you don't want to get both of them in trouble, so we probably won't see them for a while.
Talman coming into the game for GCA, as well as Luke Owen and Semler for the Wildcats. Man-to-man defense here for the Cougars.
Looks like a young lady watching IndianaSRN.
Strong take by Wirtz. Gets the bucket to fall over Shoemaker. Boer swings it to Sloan. He attacks, dishes it to Tyke. This time too strong off the glass. You saw him get the friendly roll on that last basket. This time, not the case. Looks like a little bit too much hands there from Sloan, and I believe this is his third. So got a trifecta of fouls coming between 3 players here on GCA.
A lot more fouls this half than there was in the first half. They only had 6 total, now have 4, and we're just at the 3:49 mark of the third quarter.
So Satry comes in for Sloan. Good denial there by Talman, and it leads to a steal. Reed brings it up, far side. Uses a double screen, gets nowhere, kicks it over to Boer all by himself. And this hits every part of the rim before bouncing out. Luke Owen pushing the tempo.
Did he double dribble?
Must have been a deflection in there. You know, the refs saw it better than we did. And possession stays with the Wildcats.
See, I would set the high-low pick and have him shoot at the top of the key.
Well, we're going to see a 3 from the wing off the mark, and it's going to go the other way. Just seems like really there hasn't been too much action on the offensive end for the Wildcats.
No, not as much movement as it was earlier in the half.
12-point lead here for GCA.
You know, this is really frustration with Coach because I'm sure they're trying to tell them what to run, the offense to run. And maybe it's the defense that Greenwood Christian is putting on so you cannot run that offense.
Yeah, as Tyke got another look around the rim, couldn't connect. 3 here by Luke Owen, and he knocks it down.
That's his second three-pointer of the night, 6 on the night.
Yeah, he's
got
been
it within 9.
A nice spark off the bench for the Wildcats. Reed gets it into Tyke. Looking to go to work here, pulls it back out. Boer from NBA range, why not?
Gotta love it.
That's his third 3 of the night.
13 on the night for him.
Semler thought about it, puts the ball on the floor. They're going to say blocking foul. We'll see who this goes on. I believe it'll be Satry. Take another look at this 3. He's way out here.
Yeah, he knew it was going in too. So the fans, they were counting it early.
And you'll see an answer here by Luke Owen. Box set out of bounds here for the Wildcats. Beachy from the right side. Skip pass over to Wirtz. I believe they were looking for Seuss there in the corner.
And it was there.
It was. Ooh, nifty take off the mark, and I believe this is going to go GCA's way. Under 2 to play here in the third quarter.
If you're GCA here, you take some time off the clock.
Definitely Ian Reed so far with 2 3-pointers to his name in this one.
Here comes Boer.
You see Tyke working hard. He's really worked for the positioning around the basket. It's led to a lot of good looks for him. And that was looking to be the same before he drew the foul. And that's the second on Wirtz. Only the first foul of the half for the Wildcats.
Pretty impressive, isn't it?
It is, so that's a little bit of a discrepancy we're going to have heading into this fourth quarter. Satry faces up the defense. As the ball gets back to Boer, we've seen him hit a couple shots here, and this time tries getting to the rim. As it rolls off the front of the iron, and here is Wirtz in transition. Euro step. I think now I know why they call it Euro step. He started that one in England, and it ended up over close to Russia.
I agree. I don't understand how old-fashioned coach. That's travel back in the day. I don't get it.
As Wirtz knocks down the free throw.
When was the first time you saw that Euro step?
That's a good question.
Maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
Oh, no, it's been around for a good 10 years.
Has it really?
A good 10 years.
Has it really?
Yeah.
I can't get the Euro step. I'll trip all over myself.
If you can perfect it, it's a good.
Oh, it's an advantager.
It is there, and you see Wirtz, even a big guy like him, he seemed to be able to use it to his advantage as he knocked down both of those free throws and brings us back within 10. Minute to play here in the third quarter from the Cougars' den. And that's Luke Owen getting a little too handsy there. He's going to pick up his second foul. See Coach Jackson Williams trying to get his team set up.
He's working pretty hard tonight, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what he's here for, right? He wants to get this team back to where they've been the last couple seasons. As that quick three by Boer is off the mark, and here comes Indy Homeschool. Wirtz trying to save it, but it's going to stay in bounds. Tallman going to slow things down. And GCA, the possibility here to hold for one shot. Ref give him a count. Some good pressure here by Homeschool at half court. Reed being guarded closely by Seuss. I would go trap that right there.
Yeah, you got to go trap that at the corner. You're right.
Reed, good take, gets into the paint before it is poked away. Possession will stay with GCA. Now 10.8 left.
You had both wings open. You got to dribble with your head up. You had the wing over on the left side, wing on the right side. Those are easy passes to get the shot off.
Now Shoemaker and Tyke coming back into the game. All signs point to the ball trying to get to them around the rim here for a quick bucket.
But that's the young freshman on the floor.
And that's exactly what they were looking for there. Tyke on the duck in. They didn't get it, so Shoemaker with the ball to get a shot up. Leaves the floater short, and we're going to head to the fourth and final quarter here on IndianaSRN. GCA leads 38-28 over Homeschool.
You want a career that will transform your life while you change the lives of others by helping them live well. With a health or exercise sciences degree from IUPUI School of Health and Human Sciences, you will gain an in-depth understanding of the healthcare industry while preparing you for a variety of graduate and professional programs in health. And with Indy as your classroom, you will have clinical options within leading hospitals right in our backyard, as well as a degree from Indiana University, reputable leaders in the healthcare industry. It all starts here.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back here at the end of the third, start of the fourth here on Indiana SRN. Ben Wood, Keith Myers. Still a 10-point deficit, the same we saw at halftime here. What does Indy Homeschool really have to do if they want to bring this one back in and try and seal a victory here?
Their pressure was a little bit better that quarter, but they're still down by 10. You just got to continue at quarter. If you look at team fouls, they only have 2, so you could be a little bit more aggressive now in this quarter because you only have 2 team fouls right now.
Sloan in the corner, passes up the open 3. Good ball movement to get Boer a look, and he drills it. So they passed up a good shot for an even better shot, and it pays off.
16 points on the night for Max Boer.
As Seuss leaves that one short, and it leads to a run-out look here for GCA.
Oh, give him back to him.
Sloan ducks it down into Tyke. Strong dribble, maybe too strong of a dribble as he loses that one trying to pound the basketball. And Owen looking to go to work here. Quick 3, wow. Was not expecting that, Keith.
I didn't expect that at all. Was that a 3?
Sure was. Step back 3 at that. Don't know where that's been all game, but
where was that?
Owen's capable of it, apparently.
Give it to him. Let the big dog eat.
Shoemaker coming off the double screen. They're looking to go back to Tyke. Another turnover.
And you saw Boer come across to set the high-low pick to cut across to the side. This is a nice little shot here.
Yeah, you just see the extra pass around the key.
And he knew it was going in. He's just feeling it. He's telling his guys, hey.
He's got the team behind him to hype him up. And Owen, another one. Knocks this one down as well, so he's catching fire here in the fourth.
Maybe that's what you do. Offensive foul.
And this is where things can get interesting. You can see Coach Williams here calling for the timeout. He can sense things are getting a little away from his team here. We're going to have a full timeout, so we'll take a break with him. We'll be right back here on Indiana SRN.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Joel Owen catching fire here in this fourth quarter. The leading scorer on the season with 14.5 was kind of quiet in that first half. Only had 5 points and then another bucket in the third quarter. But now here, quick 2 threes to bring this one within 10.
And if you're Greenwood Christian, you guard number 24 all over the court because he's feeling it.
You see right here, it gets open space, takes it to the rim, and an offensive foul. That's number 3 on Owen, but just a great defensive team effort there. You saw Tyke to come over and get the block initially, and then you saw another player under there to draw the charge.
And, you know, Owen felt like he could get his team, putting his team on his shoulders.
Yeah, that was the exact look that Coach Settler wanted. You got your star player on one side of the floor all by himself. Unfortunately, we just said that the help defense by GCA was even better. Let's take a look at this quick one right here.
I mean, and his feet got tangled up. So he didn't have his feet properly set.
No, he realized he had a sliver of space to get that shot off, and he nailed it.
There's the second one.
And then that one, Sloan's just got to know better. He's got to know that he's their leading scorer. It doesn't matter where he catches the ball. You got to have the hand up on the catch. So I'm sure Coach Williams told him that. And now it's Reed with the ball here for GCA.
You're to a point where you don't want to go empty here.
Nope, it's Shoemaker gets the rim and leaves it short here. 3-on-1 opportunity here for Homeschool. Off the putback, no. As Owen couldn't capitalize, and now a deep three from Wirtz. That would have been huge if that would have went in.
Yeah, it would have erupted the stadium.
So missed opportunity there when homeschool had numbers.
And this is the pace that the homeschool probably want right now.
And you can see they're kind of ramping up that defensive intensity, meeting guys 2-3 feet behind the three-point line. Shoemaker looking to work one-on-one. He kicks it back out to Tallman. Tyke top of the key. Quick take to the rim. The reversal, no good.
Lazy ball.
And now it's Luke Owen. Swinging it over to Wirtz. Wirtz gets into the paint, and they're going to say a foul on the ground. Foul is going to go.
Is that on Reed?
Believe.
On fingers number 23, Max Brewer.
So that's on Brewer, only his first, but see there, 8 fouls for Greenwood. And homeschool is going to be in the bonus the rest of the way. Wirtz knocks it down, giving him 5 points on the night. Wirtz, the senior, averages 11.5 points per game. Also a great free throw shooter at 82% on the season.
Gotta love 82%. And there's that jinx. Ben Wood at IndianaSRN.
They shoot it at 72% as a team, so sooner or later they were going to miss because they haven't missed a free throw yet. They were 5 for 5 before that miss.
Don't get out of it. You jinxed him.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll own up to it. Tallman gets the ball into the paint. Over to Reed. As he finds Tyke. Brewer, strong take off the glass and in.
I like Max Brewer.
He's going to be fun to watch next year and senior year because he's already got a pretty good complete game.
Yeah, he's really good. Again, he takes after his mom. That's a good thing.
We saw Owen knock one down from there, this time too strong. And Brewer slowly bringing this ball up the court about halfway through this fourth quarter. All the way to the rim, and it's going to be waved off. Foul on the floor. That was Noah Reed getting to the basket.
Number 13 for the Wildcats, Ian Gorley. That's his second, team 4.
Gorley picks up his second.
Down the game for the Wildcats.
And it seems like the student body section has filled up a lot more as the game went on.
Yeah, they maybe were watching at home and realized, hey, I'm missing out on some great action.
Yeah, it could be on TV.
Yeah.
Keith and Ben is here. That's what it was. It's Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry's a magnet. People love him.
Bring good vibes, and that draws the people in. You mentioned the crowd's been loud since the tip, and that really hasn't let up. So they get the floor cleaned up. We're going to have an inbounds underneath the basket here. Box set for GCA. And a 5-second call.
Pretty quick 5-second count.
That wasn't. It seemed like it came almost instantaneous as the ball was being released, but just not quick enough. So a turnover here gives the ball to the Wildcats. Seuss back into the game. Over to Wirtz. We saw Wirtz miss just a possession before that. This time knocks it down.
Well,
he's now
getting interesting.
At 8 on the night. I mentioned he's an 11.5-point scorer per game. Brewer with the jab step gets it over to Ian Reed.
Nice drop step.
Shoemaker pulls it out.
See the official taking the whistle out of his mouth, telling him to back off, don't foul. Good officiating.
Shoemaker finds Tallman all by himself. Can't connect, but there is Reed on the rebound. Brewer wisely pulling this back out to take some more clock off.
He was going to pull that trigger, though, Ben.
Yeah, I think if this was a 10-point game, I think he shoots that.
Yep, I do believe you're right.
Strong take by Reed into Tyke, and he's good from the right side. So he now has 8 points, a bucket in each quarter so far, so he's really spread it out. Kind of an ill-advised take there by Seuss, and quickly the rebound by GCA. Now 2.5 to play in this one. Reed all by himself, and he capitalizes. Ian Reed with the 3.
Now it's a 10-point lead. Now you cannot match baskets.
No, Wildcats going to have to find something going here on the offensive end. Wirtz, another 3. Off the mark, and Shoemaker another rebound.
Now you take 40 seconds off the clock. Take your time. Make him come out and foul you. Finish it up at the free throw line.
And realistically, if I'm homeschool here, if you don't get that steal, you got to start fouling because they only have 4 team fouls. We've got a timeout by Coach Settler. It's a full timeout. We'll take a break with them here. We'll be right back on Indiana SRN.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Indiana SRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
So we just saw before the break, the Wildcats did what they needed to do. They got the steal, now called the timeout here. They got to get a quick one here with only a minute 55 left.
And then you got to play really good defense, and you made a good point also. Foul-wise, they need to maybe generate a little bit more because you don't want to get late in the game, and you have to give these up, and that takes time off the clock.
So we'll see what they do here after this offensive possession. Hook shot by Wirtz, too strong, but the ball will stay here. So Wildcats get another look at it. It's going to be Beachy on the inbound. He's had a quiet night, only 2 points to his name. As they get the ball into Luke Owen. Quickly back to Beachy. Corner 3 here for Wirtz. No good. Tipped back out. That's going up by Joel Owen. Off the mark. Good rebound there by Boer. And now GCA just going to try and play keep away before Beachy picks up the foul. His second. Only the 5th team foul, so they've got a couple more to give here before it sends GCA to the bonus. Boer with the ball.
Oh, taking lots of time off the clock here.
Yeah, and at this point, if they're not fouling now, you're just going to have to let this one ride out, I think. But so foul on the far side, going to go against Gorley.
So they took 12 seconds off the clock in that possession. Next one is the bonus. Might be a quick one here.
So we hear the crowd kind of settle down here as they realize the game's on the line. And they get the ball into Boer.
He's the guy you want to have the ball because he's a good free throw shooter.
Yep. And that's going to lead to a layup. So Shoemaker sneaks behind everyone.
His 5th point of the night.
There's a foul. And, you know, I don't want to say that the homeschool deserves that, but if you're not going to get the foul right away, I don't understand what they were doing there. They gave up another 12 seconds, and instead of sending them to the free throw line, you give up an easy 2.
Yeah, but down on this end, too, you don't need a foul. You just need to be straight up and down here. Don't let them score with the clock stop.
Wirtz with the heads-up play, realizing he had a look at the rim and took it straight at the defense. He's had a solid second half, doing all of his scoring. All 10 points have came in this second half.
Again, Boer's the guy that you want to have the ball in the hands. He's a good free throw shooter.
As Reed's able to get the ball past half, and here comes the foul by Seuss. Take another look at this one right here. Just a good quick look to Tyke. He's been great around the rim tonight.
Okay, you took Shoemaker out of the game for defensive purposes, so we'll see what happens here.
Good looking three there by Ian Reed. And it's his brother Noah at the free throw line.
Noah has 5 points on the night. Make it 6. Good line of basketball players in that family. My goodness.
That's really impressive.
And I think they still got a little brother that's playing in elementary again.
Have you heard any good news about Izzy?
I know she's playing. Okay. I know she's playing up at IWU, but I don't know how much she's playing.
That's good. She was so much fun to watch.
She was so nice to be around. Good kid, good family.
Yep, you mentioned that bloodline is strong here at GCA. I'm sure it'll only get better here with both the Reed brothers still having a couple years between them left. As Luke Owen picks up his third. Here's where we see Shoemaker just sneak behind Wirtz for his easiest bucket of the night. Satry able to knock down the first free throw. Really good to see him come back after that kind of scare there in the first quarter. We saw him head to the locker room. Clearly wasn't an issue. He was able to play through and picks up 2 free throws here late.
You just don't foul here. Just let him score.
Wirtz fires up the 3 and connects there, but this one is too far out of reach. GCA going to pick up the win over Indy Homeschool, 54-53. GCA going to move to 11-9 on the season. Meanwhile, Indy Homeschool falls to 12-8. So you can see the two teams meet there and shake hands. So we're going to take a quick break, but before we do, Keith, any thoughts here as we wrap up this one?
You know, a good win for Greenwood Christian, now 2 in a row or 3 in a row, which is a good thing to do, a good ball club to play. And now you got to get ready as you're ready to play. I think they play Saturday afternoon like everyone else. And now you can worry about cheering for your girls on Thursday night or Friday night in your girls' semifinals at Lutheran High School. But all in all, really good ball game.
So we're going to take a quick break here on the Family Source Insurance post-game show. And when we come back, we'll have a look at our upcoming schedule. We've got a lot of games you mentioned here. We've got girls sectional coming up, and then the boys season. Most teams only have 5 or 6 games, and we've got a lot of those coming up too. So we'll take a look at that here in just a moment as we step away here on the Family Source Insurance post-game show.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Final score here again, Greenwood Christian Cougars 54, the Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats 43. Congratulations to the Greenwood Christian. It's time now to take a look at our schedule for the rest of this week. It all begins on Thursday night, as we have game number 1 for you on Thursday night. I think we got a game on Thursday night. Weather permitting. How about
that's
that?
Very
okay,
true.
Weather
that's very
permitting.
True.
Greencastle at Morovia on Thursday night. That's on TigerCub.tv. Roncalli Chittard, that's the game I have. That should be a doozy of a game. Both of those teams just love to play each other. That's on Thursday night at Chittard. Also on Thursday, Trinity Lutheran of Seymour taking on Greenwood Christian. A little bit about this story. The last 4 years, this game has been played when there was either an ice storm or a snowstorm. Last year we were at Trinity Lutheran and got caught in the ice storm. It's a lot of fun. So it should be fun for Seymour to come up. And then Madison Christian taking on Horizon. That's our Friday night game. A girls sectional action, Brown County and Greencastle also on Saturday for you. Games for these are 2:30 starts due to the girls sectional championship game. A lot of games on hand on IndianaSRN. Final score right there, 54-43. Ben will come back with the player of the game and much more on IndianaSRN.
Needing to hire someone to take care of your loved one when you're away? Maybe your family member just needs someone to talk to when you're not around. Why not contact Indiana licensed Serenity Care Services? Call Angela, owner of Serenity Care Services, at 317-900-6202. Our team of trained and experienced personal care providers are licensed to serve seniors requiring companion care and light housekeeping services in Indianapolis and its 5 surrounding counties. Call us today at 317-900-6202. Now hiring qualified applicants.
Welcome back to our Family Source Insurance post-game show. You see the final score there. GCA able to pull this one out. They really seem to lead comfortably through this one, kept that deficit at about 10 the whole game. Before we pick our player of the game, real quick, want to touch on the leading scorers for Indy Homeschool. It was Joel Owen with 13 points, as well as Sam Wirtz adding in 13 as well. And for GCA, it was Boer with 18, and followed by that was Shoemaker with 9, as well as Ian Reed with 9. Tyke also had 8. So, Keith, we touched on this in the pregame. Boer was our player of the game when they played Providence Cristo Rey on Saturday. Is he going to be the first back-to-back?
He's the first back-to-back player that has won the player of the game on this season of IndianaSRN. Congratulations to Max Boer. Mom, take credit for it. You taught him how to play. Dad, stay away from him. Mom's doing a good job.
So Boer led all scorers with 18. We mentioned he had 21 in that game against Providence Cristo Rey. Only a sophomore, too,
yeah.
So his game is only going to go up from here.
Get better. Got to get stronger, but when it gets stronger, circle his number, and it's going to be a lot of fun following him as we follow Greenwood Christian the rest of this year and years to come.
Yeah, you mentioned we have a couple of Greenwood Christian games coming up, so we want to thank everyone for watching this one. We hope you tune in to future broadcasts as well. We want to thank our camera guy, Nick Lewis, who was out on the scene tonight getting everything for us, and as always, we want to thank Jerry Collins as well.
Real quick also, thanks to Devin Gray, the athletic director of Greenwood Christian, and all the fine folks there. Also, Trey Ochin from Indianapolis Homeschool. Man, when they coordinate and everything, it makes nice and easy. Makes the broadcast a lot easier, too. So thanks to all those folks that made it possible tonight.
And for one final time, for Keith Myers, I'm Ben Wood. The final in this one, GCA 54, Indianapolis Homeschool 43. I want to wish everyone a good night. Hopefully the storm doesn't hit them too bad.
Let it snow. Let it snow.
If you got to go to work tomorrow, I feel sorry for you. Hopefully it's not too bad out there.
He doesn't, so that's okay.
I'm going to call it a work-from-home day. So.
Okay, gotcha.
So thanks again, everyone, for watching. This has been a good one here. GCA comes out on top. And once again, stay safe out there. Have a great night.